Here's 10 simple tips to help you out in Halls of Torment. When slaughtering around in the haunted caverns, you might have stumbled over some Bloodtrails. Following these in both directions will take you to 2 altars. If you activate these and kill 100 enemies inside of the rings, you will take away half of the Lord's HP if you can reach him at the end of the level. Really helpful for those early runs when you don't have much gear or strong ability upgrades. If you're struggling to complete quests where you have to deal damage with certain abilities, you should try equipping the Spellcaster's gloves and turning your auto attack off. This will give you 66.6% increased damage to abilities, which is of immense help when completing these quests. You can quickly turn auto attack on and off by pressing the right mouse button. To unlock the Spellcaster's gloves, you simply have to follow the main quest until you unlock the Wellkeeper and then purchase a single item from him. At this point, the Spellcaster's gloves will appear in treasure chests that drop off bosses, and you can extract them through the well. Completing these quests is important, seeing as they unlock upgrades to make the ability stronger. Since we're on the topic of the Wellkeeper, I really recommend that you prioritize extracting gear instead of bottles through the well. I did the opposite, and as I kept on unlocking more and more gear items, the chance of each individual piece dropping kept going down. This made it a very long farm to acquire some of these pieces. You don't always get gear pieces you don't have, but you will always get bottles during a run. Prioritize the gear and you'll save yourself a lot of frustration down the line. If you want to farm gear, the most efficient way is to play the Haunted Caverns map up until you spawn the first boss at 6 minutes. He's quick to kill, and if you don't get any gear that you need, you can quickly reset your run by leaving and going back in. You should be able to do this with all characters, but I would recommend the Exterminator, as you can just turn on his auto aim and go AFK to get some chores done while he farms. Bonus tip: stay near the well when you do this to quickly extract your gear. You can also create loadouts at the Wellkeeper to help you quickly swap gear in and out. You use the downward facing arrow to save a loadout and then the upward facing arrow to apply a loadout. It doesn't save you a ton of time, but it's a nice quality of life feature to know about. Might come in handy in the future when they add more gear. Do take note that the loadouts are shared among all characters. When fighting the Lord at the end of a run, it's not the worst idea to use auto aim. You can quickly turn auto aim on and off by pressing the R key on your keyboard. This will let you focus on your movement and evading attacks while your character deals with the Lord on his or her own. You will lose out on some attacks, seeing as your character sometimes lock on to the things that the Lord summons, but overall this could help you out. I also recommend checking out the interface settings. You can choose to have a different mouse cursor and change the size of it. I was constantly losing my cursor in the on-screen chaos until I switched to the circular cursor and made it big. While you're here, I also recommend ticking the pause when focus lost button, as this lets the game keep on playing even if you alt tab or check something on your second monitor. This will let you browse through memes while slaughtering enemies in the background. When it comes to potions, I would recommend using the strong wine to reroll before banishing traits with potions of Oblivion, at least in the early game. Only use the potion of Oblivion on traits that will have a negative effect on the build you're going for, or that you know you won't have any use for at all. Using a potion of Oblivion will take away your chance to select a trait for that level up, which means that 6 uses of the potion of Oblivion will throw away and waste 6 levels. This tip becomes less and less relevant the more quests you complete, seeing as you'll have more experience and levels to play around with. I'm relatively far into the game now and I use the potion of Oblivion all the time. The best way to use the Potion of Memories is to acquire more of the choice traits for each character. By choice traits, I mean the dedication, proficient stance and weapon proficiency traits. For each tier of these you have to make a choice. For the Exterminator, for instance, you can choose between extra range or damage. When you make this choice, you will originally forfeit the other. However, if you use the Potion of Memories on one of these and then leave it alone until you grab the other one, you can actually get both. This is a fantastic way of boosting some builds and is in my opinion the best use of this potion. Lastly, I would recommend prioritizing the gold gain blessing in the shrine as early as possible to help you out with gold. Unlocking all the items will become expensive over time and this will save you a great deal of time. The blessing unlocks once you have killed a total of 50 elites, so it will take a bit of time to get this, but once you do, I recommend that you max it out immediately. Please tell me in the comments which of these tips were most helpful to you, and then go check out this video right here where I show off a sorceress build that one-shots everything. Adieu!